Minimalism is an intriguing and surprising world. When you manage to break free from the current of possessing, storing, and accumulating, you begin to experience a certain alibi. It's hard to explain, but you cease to view the world through the lens of minimalism. Discover the exciting universe of minimalism, a journey without limits that promises not only simplicity, but an immersive adventure that will reshape the very essence of your existence. Imagine not just a ride, but an epic quest that will redefine the fabric of your being, a narrative woven with the threads of purpose and meaning. In this electrifying escapade, envision a life in which every possession becomes a conduit of unbridled joy, and every purchase is a strategic maneuver to sculpt a purposeful existence. This is not simply a journey. It is an exploration of uncharted territories within the minimalist life, breaking free from the weight of outdated habits to move into new and exciting frontiers. A life with less visual noise is a form of simplicity that is not just a guiding principle, but an immersive reality, where less is not just a philosophy, but a deeply liberating reality. Furthermore, as an immediate consequence, we will be able to spend less. This is not just a financial lesson, but a deliberate navigation through the intricate curves of intentional spending, meticulous goal setting, and judicious decision-making. Propel yourself into a realm where every expense is a strategy. Consider each expense as strategic and, even if you buy more expensive and better quality things, as there are few items, you will be able to reduce spending as well as have quality clothes, furniture, and utensils that are durable and that you really like. One well-tailored suit is better than 5 of terrible quality. Subscribe to our channel for budgeting and life hacks and financial freedom. Now let's delve into wanting less. Maybe it's the hardest part. Advertisements, sales, and beautiful objects awaken great desire in us. We have to learn that liking something does not necessarily mean that we need to own it. Sometimes it is like seeing pretty flowers on the road. We can admire them and pass by without collecting them. If we are tempted to buy something, we have to reason if we are really going to use it or if it is a whim. If there are doubts, waiting a week before buying it can help determine if the desire remains the same. Support yourself toward a fuller life by harnessing the universal force of gratitude. Among our unique individualities, gratitude emerges as a powerful force that propels us toward contentment, an exciting force that fuels our journey toward wanting less and living more. Being grateful for what we have and taking the time to value it makes us feel more satisfied. For instance, I once bought a nice, high-quality jacket that I liked, but it ended up staying at the back of my closet, unworn. A few months later, I saw an actor wearing a similar jacket. I felt slightly envious until I remembered that I already had a similar jacket forgotten in my closet. The next checkpoint of our journey is to let go of guilt. We have all made imprudent expenses, and holding on to guilt is pointless. You don't have to keep that shirt that doesn't fit you forever just because it cost you dearly or hoard meaningless items because you once spent more than you should have on them. Revitalize your mental engine by getting rid of the emotional baggage that anchors you. I once had an online store, and when it closed, I kept the excess stock in my house for years. I couldn't resell it due to the old store's branding on the design, but discarding it felt like parting with a significant amount of money. Those boxes cluttered my space for years until I finally found a place to donate them all. Once I reclaimed my space, I felt a great relief. If you learn to let go, you will begin to experience a new sense of freedom. Consider those imprudent expenses as steps in your learning journey toward responsible consumption. Continuing on our transformative journey, let's delve into the next checkpoint, inviting you to loosen your grip even further. I've discovered that the first step to letting go is truly about loosening your grip. When you take a moment to contemplate the money spent to purchase and protect the things you own, the costs become apparent on various fronts, financially, in terms of time, energy, and emotion. Recognizing the true cost of ownership over an extended period makes it increasingly evident that some possessions might not be worth the investment. Remember, stuff and things don't have hands. They're not holding on to us. We're the ones with the tight grip, and learning to let go is a powerful and ongoing aspect of embracing the minimalist ethos. Transitioning to our 7th checkpoint, let's explore the intricate terrain of experimentation. The quantity you own as a minimalist doesn't matter much, as long as each possession serves a purpose and adds genuine value to your life. Engaging in experimentation challenges preconceived beliefs about how much you think you need to live luxuriously. Consider taking a bold step by limiting yourself to a minimal wardrobe for a week or two. This experiment will not only test your resilience, but also help you determine what enough truly means for you. Now, embracing one of the more challenging checkpoints in our minimalist journey, be your own gatekeeper. Human nature compels us to defend why we own something, yet curiously, we lack the same energy when justifying why we don't own something. Challenge this pattern by becoming your own gatekeeper. If an item doesn't genuinely add value to your life, deny it the privilege of entering your world. It's a conscious shift towards curating a space filled only with possessions that contribute positively to your well-being. The last but equally vital checkpoint encourages you to learn to uncommit. Greg McKeown's concept of the endowment effect sheds light on how we often overvalue something simply because we own it. If you haven't heard about him, Greg McKeown is like the Gandalf of productivity and minimalism rolled into one. He's the guy who's all about helping you cut through the clutter, both in your physical space and your mind, so you can focus on what truly matters. Born in London, McKeown has made a name for himself as a best-selling author, speaker, and advisor on leadership and business strategy. But what really sets him apart is his deep dive into the world of minimalism and essentialism. His book, Essentialism: The Disciplined Pursuit of Less, became an instant classic in the self-help genre. In it, McKeown challenges the notion that more is always better and urges readers to identify and prioritize what's truly essential in their lives. One of McKeown's key concepts is the endowment effect, which highlights our tendency to overvalue things simply because we own them. This insight has revolutionized the way many people approach decluttering and decision-making, prompting them to let go of the non-essentials and focus on what brings real value and joy. McKeown's message resonates with millions of people worldwide who are seeking a simpler, more purposeful way of living. So, to gain an objective point of view, trick your brain by asking a critical question. How much would I invest now to get into this project? Apply this line of thinking to your possessions. If you wouldn't invest the same amount now, it might be an indication that it's time to let go. Uncommitting can be a challenging process, but it is undeniably liberating, freeing up both physical and mental space for more meaningful experiences. Our 10th checkpoint urges you to declutter as you live, recognizing that the prospect of spending hours decluttering daily or weekly can be overwhelming. Instead, make decluttering a part of your daily activities. Cultivate a habit of assessing items as you encounter them. If you stumble upon something unused for years, consider letting it go. This way, decluttering becomes second nature, maintaining a clutter-free and intentional lifestyle without requiring overwhelming time commitments. Embark on this riveting journey of minimalism with the assurance that simplicity is not merely a guiding principle, but an immersive and evolving reality. With each checkpoint, you'll find yourself shedding unnecessary burdens, creating ample space for joy, purpose, and a profound connection to the things that genuinely matter in your life. As you wholeheartedly embrace this lifestyle, remember, it's not just about owning less, it's about living more. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for continuous access to valuable content. If you enjoyed this exploration, give it a like and share it with others who might find inspiration in this transformative journey.